extra button, and that's one of the issues we ran into months ago, but I actually know the solution to it now. All right,
There we go.
I can hear myself echoing, maybe in yours headset. What's up, everyone? Okay, let's start over, Cody. Huge announcement. The city. We're gonna read through everything. Cody, what do you think? And guys, I'm sure you've all watched the video already. So if you're in here or you're watching this after the fact, leave a comment down below. What are your thoughts on all this new next gen info on 2K21? Cody, what do we have?
Yeah, so this is another courtside report we're going to go through. If you haven't watched the trailer yet, make sure you go check out the trailer. It's on NBA 2K21, or it's just at NBA 2K on Twitter. It's the first pinned tweet. We might watch that at the end of this video, but I'm sure most of you guys have already seen it. But if you haven't, go check it out. But Spencer, a lot of information here, and I think this is the week that we're going to get the most information leading into 2K21. So I'm excited to break it down and see what all we have here.
Now, Cody, I see someone says, but I don't have a PS5. So what are you going to be playing? Is it going to be different this year?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go PS5 at least to start. We might get involved on the Xbox side too, but we'll see. I already see Bobby chirping in here. Look at this, Cody, a Northside type of guy. I'm always a West Sider, Bobby, but we'll see what the affiliations are. I think they go into a little bit more detail, but the boosts are crucial. It depends on the boost you get in those affiliations for me, I think. So there you go, Bobby. Yes, sir. West Side, best side. All right, Spencer, you want me to just
Man,
run
get
through it
into it.
here?
I'm posting on social.
Perfect. Sounds good. You're also waiting for a Peloton, aren't you? Any
I
second?
am any second, man. We biking
Good
out of
deal.
here.
All right, chat. Here we go. So they talk about 2K14 when the next gen console, that's the PS4 and the Xbox One, not the 360, but when those dropped, the park came out, and now we have the city. So this is going to be where you take your My Players. You can play park. You can go to the rec center. I'm interested to see what else they have here. Little Todd said, "Who got this noti during school?" Make sure you're paying attention, Todd. Make sure you're paying attention, my man.
To us, right?
Right, to us, exactly, Spencer. Yes. Make sure you're locked into the stream. What's up, Sosa? All right, so here's the design of the city. It looks like we have one major building in the middle with a
Futuristic.
lot of, yeah, super futuristic. You know, it's hard to see how good the graphics are in this, but I anticipate they're going to be a lot better. And a little glimpse of the park down there too.
A park.
Right, a park, because this says it's many times larger than previous neighborhoods, resembles a modern metropolis, skyscrapers, blah, blah, blah. And here's the key: houses 4 distinct boroughs that are controlled by 4 rival affiliations. And we'll get into the affiliations, but we know they are back, which is awesome. I think that was one of the favorites from people who played in the park. And I think we missed it in the last couple editions of 2K. So if you're watching right now and you're in the live stream, let me know, what park affiliation did you used to run in? Were you a Rivet City? Were you on Sunset Beach? Where were you? Let me know, and and then we'll talk about what you're going to be next gen.
Were you hanging out on Sunset Beach?
Always on the beach. There we go. Bobby and Sosa and King Kong. Look at all those sunsets. 5 in a row. There we go. Pacers Gaming. We might just change our name to Sunset Beach. Sunset Beach Gaming for season 4. We'll see. Okay. Here we go. Let's talk about the core components of the city and their functions. Rookieville. So this is the south side of the city on some docks. This is where your 2K21 city journey will begin. So you'll prove your skills amongst other rookie My players in this isolated cluster of basketball courts. So we'll start our My players in Rookieville. I like the name of that, and then you'll advance to another Burrow. Sorry,
I
go ahead.
no, I like that. I like the advancement side that you start against people who are of the same level as you, which means you're more liable to probably get games and team up
For sure.
rather than everyone being together right off the bat. You got to prove yourself a little bit.
Right. And everybody knows when you're a 65 brown shirt and you're trying to play in the park. Chat, have you either you're the 65 and you haven't bought VC yet, or you see that 65 try to run up and get on the spot, you're immediately out of there. No, Bobby, you're stuck in Rookieville. Hate to say it. You're going to be at the docks for a while, my guy. It's going to be tough. Okay. Burrows affiliations make their long-awaited return in 2K21. Each has a dedicated space in north, south, east, and west. Each borough has its own vibe and collection of basketball courts. That's dope. Decked out in the affiliation's logos and colors. Additionally, each affiliation area houses a unique warehouse basketball court where new My Player progression features await. So Spencer, first thing I think about, if we have 4 boroughs, multiple parks, that's going to be a ton of people on one server. And 2K has historically struggled with input delay in the park and lag. So I hope they figured it out with these next gen consoles. Otherwise, flexible release might be the badge. We'll see because we could be in trouble. And I don't even remember, is flexible release one of the badges that got taken out? I think it
I
is.
think it is.
So
We're just getting into this. We'll see if there's gateways to each park or anything, or they may cut off and you may enter it. I don't know if we didn't see this say open world or open city, right?
Right.
There may be entrances to each. We'll find out.
For sure. All right. Event center. Heart of the city. So this is that big skyscraper. LED screens. Okay. Change the tone and vibe. So they'll probably change the colors depending on what's going on for that day or week. All new and returning events will be held inside the event center. And special intra-affiliation competitions will take place here as well. So that's cool. That's probably sort of what Swaggy said about Rival Day, where there could be a tournament where all affiliations go and play inside the event center. That would be dope. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Be like Gladiator Fall Guys.
Right, exactly.
They're all different colors running around.
Yes, man. All right. Garage hoops. Exploration is a major part of experiencing the city. You can find basketball hoops attached to the side of some buildings. You can pull out your basketball and shoot some hoops with it. So interesting. Okay, so I can walk around the city, and if I just want to pull up on a random hoop, I can just shoot around. I mean, I guess that's cool. Get shots up. You're grinding no matter what.
The next couple sentences get cooler.
Let's see. If another player passes by and sees you shooting, they will have the ability to step on the court and shoot with you. You'll have the option to quickly launch into 1v1, 2v2, 3v3 horse, and other game types. So I'm going to see Bobby Buckets getting shots up in an alleyway, and I'm going to pull up, challenge him to a one-on-one, and just absolutely dominate him in Rookieville, because we know he's not getting out of Rookieville for a while, Spence. So I'll run down to the docks. We'll find Bobby and play some one-on-one. No, I like that. That's cool. There's also a large VC multiplier you can earn on these courts each day for your first 5 games played. It's a great place to start your day off and warm up. So that's cool. I guess we could see a lot of people log in. You get into the city, and you get some extra VC just by playing on these courts or getting some shots up. That's fun. Or if you're waiting for friends to get on, say you have like 2 of your 3 teammates, you guys could just go shoot around and not have to wait on a part game too. So I think that's a really cool addition if it works out.
Maybe you can meet some new friends, right?
True. Yeah. An easy way to meet new friends and get VC at the same time.
Ooh.
Sounds good to me.
I like this next part. I see RPG quests. Let's go. Let's bring something else to it.
Interesting. So NPCs, which are AI essentially. Um, if you've ever played RPG experiences, you'll have no problem spotting them. Colored exclamation points above their head. Every 4 to 6 weeks, new guests and objectives will be added to the people of the city. So it's like going on quest throughout the city. Is that right?
Yeah, it's GTA 2K.
GTA 2K. Oh man.
Yeah,
So
so there are two lines of quests. The first series of single player 3v3 games. You will be challenged with in warehouses found in the core area of each affiliation. Some of these can be pretty challenging. You'll be facing off against some of the best players to ever lace up a pair of basketball shoes. So potentially playing against some legends or something. Not sure. The insides of the warehouses are actually very cool, which I would agree with that. I kind of like the warehouse look that we saw in the video. The other line of quests will encourage you to get out and play games in the city and reward you for doing so. Simple as that. Complete all the quests, and you'll be able to earn some unique clothing items, accessories that are not sold in stores. So there's going to be like exclusives to these quests. Sounds cool. It gives you the opportunity to go out and explore and a reason to do so.
totally. Yeah, I think if the city's big enough and the rewards are actually worth it, I think that's the key. The rewards have to be good enough for players to actually do these quests. If they're not, I wouldn't see people wasting their time. But I'm optimistic. I think it could be cool to get custom gear, another way to explore the city too, if it really is as big as they say it is. Um, so yeah, that's a cool addition for sure.
John Doofus said, I like that they seem to add some type of progression systems to the game, which we read something about maybe some extra my player progression that we'll see here in a second. So I like progression. I like something to work towards.
For sure. And this might be part of it. So this is talking about the Gatorade training facility. Um, so there's a multiple level facility now, 2 floors. On floor 1, my players will find their usual training equipment that'll help beef up your abilities. Second floor houses a great new feature in the city rental courts. Want an uninterrupted run of games with your friends or other ballers you just met? Rent a court in the Gatorade training facility and play games however you want. Interesting. Okay, so
I wonder how that's going to be different.
so
How,
right now, if you go to a park, it's hard to get consistent games if other people are trying to pull up. So I think this allows you, if you want to actually go match up consistently, know who you're playing against, you have the option now. And this has never existed in 2K.
okay,
So it's sort of
so
like private matchmaking.
I wonder if the rent-a-courts. I wonder if there is not a limited amount where you can rent a court and get on whenever you want, and it's going to take you
Right.
to, you know how like the rec center would take you to a new space, but it looked like people
Yes.
were playing around you. Maybe it'll
Right.
sort of just load you up into one of these rental courts, and you're able to play for however long.
Agreed. I bet it'll be like that because that would be dumb if
If
or
they were
it'd be
just
frustrating. Yeah.
if they
If
were
there was
just
only 3
limited, right?
courts.
Yeah, it'd just be
Exactly.
extra courts, but it wouldn't be any difference.
Right. Interesting. All right. Hopefully not, Nathan. Hopefully it doesn't cost VC. We'll see though. The word rent
I
is
know.
included, but maybe
Tough.
it'll be something else. We'll see. We'll see. Alrighty, special courts. There are a couple full-sized, one 4v4, the other 5v5 courts available in the city. These are non-affiliated courts that our team created to pay tribute to 2 things. So this is Kobe Bryant. So it has Kobe's signature snakeskin design and his numbers. Love that. And then, um, yeah, so it's more of a specialized court for in honor of Kobe. So love that they're featuring him a little more than they did in current gen. That's outstanding for sure. And then okay, Fireball. I read this and I'm super interested uh, to see what this is all about. Holding court in the city is going to come with an air of prestige. On occasion, you will see a fireball being used on the court. So we had that in like 2K16 when you were shooting well. Um, when your team wins 10 games in a row on affiliation courts, the ball used in your game will immediately catch on fire and stay lit until you lose. Expect crowds to gather around your court when this happens. Okay, so this is similar as to when you get on a streak already and the court when you hit right bumper or R1 on PS4 and you can see what the streak is, but now I guess you play with a fireball too, so
Yeah.
I mean
Just a
cosmetically I guess it could
right.
be
It's a
cool.
visual. It's a visual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think, chat? Is that something you're really excited about? Maybe it is. Maybe people think that's cool. I don't know.
Ink
All
down in the
right.
plaza.
Yeah, you want to take this one?
Well, it's mainly a court design. I don't know. There you go. I can't scroll. You're the scroller.
Gotcha.
So fluorescent lights and music, by the resident DJ. So it's my team triple threat online experience. Is what it is.
So
I think
my
I
team.
think we've seen this, in some of the promotion for a while now. We've seen the court itself. It's almost like it reminds me of Tron a little
Right.
bit.
Yes. Super futuristic.
Yeah, I don't know if they show the court on here or not, but I think in the video you get a couple glimpses of it. Very neon.
Right. Yeah, I think they'll be able to do some really cool things with custom courts and the visuals on courts with next gen. And if you guys haven't checked out the trailer yet, you should definitely do that. Aiden, I haven't seen anything on Pro Am just yet, but we're holding our breath because I would love to see some changes to Pro Am. Maybe they'll even move the trash can in the corner that's been there for 5 years. No one's taking out the trash and it never overflows. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right. Apparel stores. So shops from the old neighborhood will be returning a wide variety of apparel locations to express your style. Okay. Two new stores, Alter Ego and Drip Brothers. All right. Be on the lookout for new self-expression items, or self-expression items will be available once you're beyond. So one thing I did see in the trailer too, Spencer, is they have masks now.
Oh,
So
really?
if you're trying to social distance chat out in the park, out in the city, you can throw your mask on, and it'll be fun to see how those are branded too, I think. So we have Adidas, the Puma store, Converse, so New Balance. It looks like these are all spread out now. Usually they're all together in one store, which is interesting for sure. All right, here we go. Down to the bread and butter. Affiliations. The city is big. The return of affiliations, however, may be just as big, if not bigger. For some years now, one of the most requested features from the 2K community has been affiliation-based gameplay. They're bringing it back. This is something they've wanted to do, and now they can do it with next gen. So, basics. We have the Northside Knights, South City Vipers, Beast of the East, and the Western Wildcats. So there's the Knights, the
Vipers.
Vipers,
Peace.
Beast of the East, and the Wildcats. So before I scroll down, I want everybody in chat. We have about 100 people. I want to see, are you going north, south, east, or west? And Spencer, you and I can debate which
Yeah, yeah.
ones.
Bobby already thought that.
What would you choose?
Bobby thought I was going east, and he thought you were going north. I'm looking
Yeah.
at this. I know where Cody's going. It's not north.
You're right. I don't think I'm going north.
I think that you. I think you're going to the west. That's what I think you're doing.
Western Wildcats.
Yeah. I think it feels
Okay.
like Kentucky to you.
That does look like a UK logo. Not gonna lie, with the blue. Looks like in chat, it looks like a lot of people north, south, a couple east, north, south. I don't see any west.
I see
Oh, the
one.
B
D
Rich
Rich
said
came in.
west. going wherever the shooting boost is. Yes, so that's one thing we'll talk about. Spencer, if you had to choose based on a logo, what do you think you would go?
I'm probably going north.
The Knights?
Yeah, probably doing that. I don't know.
Yeah,
Vipers, I don't
gosh.
like snakes. The Wildcats seem kind of blank, and the Beast seems a little too uh,
Cartoony a little bit.
cartoony. I think the Knights. I think I'll go north, you guys.
Yeah. So Spencer's going
On the
north.
North Star, baby.
I would probably, if I had to choose, it would be between the Beast of the East, just because I like that name, but I like blue
I mean,
and the
they threw
Wildcats.
Zion on there for
That's
you,
cool. Yeah, there he is.
right?
They know. They know I'm a Duke fan, chat. West, because I'm from the big KY. There you go. You got your Wildcats right there. But someone talked about the boost in chat, so let's touch on that real quick. If you're new to 2K or you didn't know in the past, depending on what affiliation you chose, you got a certain boost to your player, whether that's shooting or dribbling or defense and rebounding. I think they're going to choose different affiliations to have specializations in the park gameplay. So we need to try to figure out what those are as soon as possible. So when you do choose an affiliation, you're able to stick with it based on the boost you want.
I'm gonna
So
hop
that's
into
that's going to be big.
I'm gonna hop into something interesting here, which is probably part of their trying to balance out the affiliations and the amount of people that are in each. Um, they once you rep up to Pro 1, winning a few games in Rookieville, you're assigned to one of the 4 factions. If you didn't land in the one you wanted to be in, you can go to the city hall of that affiliation and file a transfer request. The penalty, listen up guys, the penalty for that is that your rep level will be reset all the way down to Pro 1. So, obviously think long and hard, but also you'll want to change that as soon as you're assigned. As soon as you hit Pro 1 and you get assigned an affiliation, change it right then, because you're not going to go back to anything. Like you don't want to play and rep up a bunch and then change. That's the
Right.
thing. So I see a couple wows, some ouch. So if you didn't land where you wanted, change it immediately. Otherwise, it's going to be tough. We reset
And
to Pro 1 going into the new affiliation.
that's frustrating. It could be, but at the same time, I like it because it almost creates um like you actually have to be brand loyal to your affiliation now,
Yeah.
right? You got to stick with who you are, and you're penalized if you try to jump ship and go to another affiliation. So you better choose who you're running with and stick with it. Otherwise, if you're trying to bail on them, get out of here. You're back to a Pro 1 for sure. So I like it. I like it. Okay, who will run the city? Affiliation gameplay is rivalry and competition, us versus them. Who will be the best? So for player rep, playing on your own affiliation's courts has its advantages. Specifically, you can only achieve your full player rep by balling on your own home court. Playing on your rival courts will earn you much less rep. Leveling up and strengthening your my player will be very key for what is to come.
Hmm.
So that's interesting.
That's 2
Got it
times he's put ... after my player progression.
right. So there's something different with the my player progression this year. Maybe he'll touch on it here, or maybe we're gonna have to wait. Okay, the rival day conquest, the final 2 weeks of every mayor term. Can't wait to learn about the mayors. Will feature a culmination of a series of events to crown which affiliation runs the city. Love it. Okay, so you're encouraged to invade every other borough with your teammates and take hold of the courts. Keep a close eye on the leaderboard located in each court area. The 4 affiliations will be ranked by score and seeded for the culmination of the season, the Rival Day Championship. That's dope. I really like that. So you're going to see, Spencer, we're going to be able to look up at the leaderboard, and you're going to be able to see the North is winning. So you get on with all your boys, and you all run to the North and try to flood them as many games as possible to bring your affiliation back up the leaderboard. That's cool. All right, Rival Day Championship taking place in the event center. So that's the big building in the middle. This is the final piece of the puzzle to confirm your affiliation as the true champs of the city. Battle head to head with teams from other affiliations. Whoever comes out on top, the spoils of the city await you. You'll be able to head to your affiliation city hall, pick up your winner's check. Okay, so if your affiliation wins the winner's championship, you automatically get free VC. That's crazy. The mayor will also be able to deck out your entire borough and make your affiliation the envy of the city. So when we're electing those mayors, you guys better make the right decision, because if you elect someone who wants to troll your affiliation and give you bad gear, which I'm sure is going to happen, you're going to be in trouble. So I think the mayors are going to play a huge role in this.
Definitely.
Minnesota, we have another video on the My Player Builder, so go ahead and check that out. It's on our Pacers Gaming channel.
Yeah, we've got
There
a
you go.
video on the My Player Builder, all the takeovers and all the new badges. 3 separate videos, but if you go to the My Player Builder, they're all in the description also.
Perfect.
Mayors.
Cody 2020. Should I change my Twitter name to Cody 2020?
I wrote you in on the ballot. I didn't tell you that.
Oh man, someone's gonna vote for flight over me? Come on, World War II, lock in for me. All right, mayors. Each affiliation will be represented by a mayor. Oh my gosh, this could be really cool or really toxic. We'll see. They'll be very influential in your day-to-day experience within the city. So what are they? All right, mayors will be able to create these affiliation videos. During their term, they will appear in-game and on the Jumbotron in the court areas. You can expect your mayor to emit rallying cries and motivate the members of the affiliation to perform at the peak of their abilities. Oh man, I can just picture, let's see, like picture Cash Nasty up there screaming at you to play better, or who else? Give me somebody else. Flight chat would be hilarious. Um, man, who else out there? Chat, do you guys think would be funny mayors? For sure.
I'm sure Agent would do a good job.
Agent, yes. Agent would actually be really good. He would probably take it pretty seriously, I think. Chris London could be good, or like a Jesser could be funny. Maybe even a 2K League player. That would be interesting if a 2K League player got it. All right. Mopey, he would be funny too. Okay, custom playlists. Man, mayors are big time here. They can create music playlists within their respective borough and affiliation boundaries. So each affiliation court area will have its own vibe based on the musical selections of the current mayor. So you pull up and you're the South City Vipers and you got jazz playing in your ear while you're playing, or maybe you pull up, you got Lady Gaga and they're trolling you. I can only imagine what people are gonna do with that. All right. Court design. There will be events during a mayor's reign where if your affiliation comes out victorious, they will have the responsibility of designing what the courts look like for their borough. Okay, that's cool. Will they choose? Go ahead.
Being a mayor is an entire YouTube channel. Like
For
the
sure.
content that can be created out of just being a mayor. I mean,
Yep.
whether you're already a YouTuber, you can be one. You become mayor, you can create content around this all day long.
For sure, because I mean, you could source playlists from your community.
Exactly.
You could have people vote on the court design, the mural design, the uniform selection.
I mean, you've got to
all of
listen
these
to the
things.
people, right? You got to listen to the people if you're mayor.
You would think, right?
You might not be mayor for long.
So there we go. So they can do custom playlist, videos, core design, mural design, uniforms. And it says mayors will also be interacting with their constituents via in-game polls and messaging. There we go. Built directly into the menu system of the city. There you go. CP for mayor. CP 2020, Bobby. There you go. Okay. For the launch of 2K21, we have hand-selected the initial candidates for mayors. All right. Vote CP 2020. These 4 big-time community influencers will be leading the charge for our mayor program, but these positions aren't permanent. Every 6 weeks, we will be holding an election week in the game where the community representing your affiliation will have the final say on who the next mayor will be. So this is insane. The mayors play a massive role in the city, and I like that. Hopefully we get some good candidates, Spencer.
A lot of work too. There's responsibility there.
For sure. There is. I
You
mean,
owe it to your affiliation.
you definitely do. All right. Some my player information. Here we go.
All right.
Walking and balling at the same time. So they have lots of balls to choose from. I saw a soccer ball that some dude was dribbling in the trailer. You'll need to have one in your inventory to participate in the aforementioned Gatorade court rentals. So you got to have a ball for the court rentals and the garage hoops. Easily my favorite usage of the basketball is a simple act of dribbling it around the city. So that's cool. You can just be dribbling anytime, practicing your moves, your dribble moves on the street. What if, Spencer, someone's just walking down the street and you go cross them over too?
What if you can
People are
break
just
their
walking.
ankles?
Exactly. I'm putting ankle breaker on just to try to do that. Bobby said, I hope they have a ball with a plastic bag on it. Really getting that work. And then Bobby, you know those little visors you have so you can't see the ball? We need some of those too. All right. Somewhere out in the city, there's a citizen who can teach you some of the best dribble moves around. You just have to find him. So that's probably like one of those quests, Spencer,
Yeah.
where there'll be like someone teaching you dribble moves and have a tutorial in the city. That's cool. All right, skateboard and BMX improvements. So if the city's that big, we're going to need some transportation. So there's
2K
plenty of
2K Tony Hawk.
exactly. Apparently, you can grind on rails with your skateboard. There's a large hill over in the Beast of the East that has the longest rail grind in the city. There's a free, fully kitted out skateboard waiting for you in Dex, our skateboard shop. So everybody gets a skateboard this year, no matter what, which is great to have at least some transportation. BMX bike has seen a lot of improvements in terms of functionality. You can have tricks, land the 360 and you'll get attention. Skateboard also has its own set of tricks you can perform. So yeah, Spencer, this is Tony Hawk. We got GTA, we got 2K, and we have Tony Hawk all in one game. A new bike called the Chopper. There's
Sounds like
the
a
wheel store.
laid back bike.
Right, you're cruising. Dex is the skateboard shop. I like that design. That's aesthetically pleasing. All right, you want to take these 3, Spencer?
Cosmetics. Creating a specific look for your My Player has been one half of the important equation of making your My Player really yours. Next gen NBA 2K21 opening up new customization elements. Okay, hopefully. Hey, hair. Here's one.
There we go.
Definitely a big ask. Offering a number of new hairstyles this year. We should change the title of this video. New hairstyles. Next gen 2K21.
Right. There you go.
We'll see how many there are. Hopefully they've really added a lot. I know I've seen, yeah, finally new hair, says Swaggy. And then accessory wise, you can rep your affiliation with accessories. Make sure you hit up Embellish, one of the new stores in the city this year, where you can pick up some chain necklaces to show off your style. Ooh, that looks sophisticated.
It's
Delish.
nice.
Go ahead and scroll down to apparel here. Some surprise items in the store, including new types of hats. Spoiler: I've seen the upcoming wacky hats, and they're my all-time faves. Clothing, footwear, and more. So for the launch, head to your affiliation store and mask up with a custom face mask. You're talking about that, Cody.
Yep.
That only people within your affiliation can sport. Of course, he says it's important to stay safe out there and social distance, right? Wear a mask. And they'll continue bringing out new gear just like they do in 2K now. Closing thoughts, Cody.
Yeah. So it looks like they're just talking about the city here, how next gen has allowed them to bring back affiliations, make the world a lot bigger, and it sounds like there's a lot more information coming soon this week. So I think we really got to stay tuned to what they have coming because I mean just by this one courtside report that took us almost 40 minutes
Yeah.
just to read through this. So a lot of new features. I hope the servers hold up because if they do, this is going to be a special 2K. This is going to be different. There's a lot of new stuff. The mayors, the events, the dribbling. I mean, everything. And we haven't even gotten to gameplay yet.
And look, yeah, we know that loading times are going to be a lot better, so that's a positive. We saw a little bit of the play now style loading time. I think that's my main thing is the waiting around. Sometimes
Yes.
the waiting around is a little too much for me in 2K. So hopefully things become smoother. You can play that, and then I think audio off good. It might be a little choppy for you guys, but you can go check the what was this on? Just the 2K Twitter, right?
Just their Twitter. Yep.
Yeah, Twitter or their YouTube. You can watch this new video. Everything that we talked about, here it is in action. We're streaming over
There's
Discord.
the rail.
But yeah, that was the rail there. Rep your hood.
Yeah.
Knights.
The
That looks
Knights
a little
courts.
different than what I remember from the report.
Yep. Beast of the East. There we go. So it looks like they're just kind of embedded into different boroughs inside the city too. So I bet you can just walk into each one.
Yeah,
Ooh, I like that.
and likely
Like
skate. I bet a lot of people will be skating. They're
oh,
giving you a free skateboard. The reason for that's probably because it's spread out.
look, this guy's voting for mayor right here.
That's right.
They have polling booths set up. There we go. CP for mayor. He's voting for CP right there. Look, I bet that says vote here if I had to guess. That's
Oh yeah.
hilarious. Was that a new hairstyle too, by the way? Let me I don't know. There's the two-story training facility and the squat rack. A lot of people in the gym. Oh my
Rental
gosh.
courts here.
Playing with a soccer ball. Looks like it's broken up too, so that you can hopefully you can't or anybody can get on the court at any time, and it's not limited.
Right. Looks like
Lots
the
of
stores are
stores.
pretty well next to each other, which is I think it's all right. You get the row of stores, right? You don't want to be running all over town. Go
For
to the
sure.
next store.
Looks just like the Y Bobby said. Exactly, Bobby. We're at Ursay. Here, I'm guessing this is one of those alleyway courts that we talked about earlier.
Side of a building.
So, yeah, side of a building, you can pull up, play one-on-one, get extra VC as you warm up with some of your friends. Oh, there's Pro-Am right there. I hadn't seen that yet. So a bland brick wall, and we'll we'll see what we got for Pro-Am. But
Trash cans right inside that door.
right, exactly. So it's gonna be right there, right there. And this says the Knights, so maybe Pro-Am's toward the north side of the city.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I was wondering. You'd think it'd be in a common space, right?
Yep.
There's the Kobe court.
Kobe Court with the mask on. Do you see his mask right
Yeah.
there?
Here's Pink Diamond. Here's the Tron court, in my opinion.
Yes.
Neon
Let's watch that again.
lights. Throwing noobs
Stop
off the
there.
backboard.
That's cool. I like that. I like
What are we
that
playing
right
on
there.
top? We're playing on top of the skyscraper.
Yep. And then here's the event center. Ooh, what was that?
Go back and pause that. Was that like some sort of game show, lobby, and then maybe you go to different floors.
Different floors have different games or activities, maybe tournaments. Oh man,
Could you read
it's gonna
that?
be tough.
What's that say? Third floor.
Got next.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it says second floor 30 got next. So maybe what it is when the event center opens and you're about to play a tournament, you walk in here and depending on how many spots are available, you run in and it shoots you up to whatever floor to play against other affiliation teams maybe. I don't know.
Maybe
Oh, here we go.
we just got shot up.
Yeah.
A wire. Oh, that's the event probably.
Yes. Yeah, I mean with next gen, just look at the courts. They can do so much with the aesthetics. That's gonna be great.
Go back and pause it on the city, where it says the city, and then as far out zoomed as you can get as it zooms out, because I think I see, so like that's probably in the center, right?
Yes.
And then you see there's probably Pro-Am. Is that Pro-Am down
That's
to the lower right?
Pro-Am right
Gatorade
there.
on the left.
Yep.
Pink Diamond, upper right.
Yes.
You've got, in the distance is probably one of the affiliations, and they're probably just kind of in like a plus symbol almost, like in 4 quadrants, right?
Exactly. Yes.
With everything being here in the center to access.
So I'm doing some detective work, but that picture of Pro-Am was about here facing this way. So I bet this is Vipers.
Use your words because we can't see anything.
Oh.
Here facing what way?
Gotcha. So down in the bottom right-hand corner.
Yeah.
That's Pro-Am, and from that other picture we were looking at it, and if you remember the building in the bottom right corner here was the Knights logo.
Ah, yes.
So I bet we're on the north side right now.
Gotcha.
Looking south. Interesting. Braden, go Beast of the East. We'll see what boost they have, but I think you're choosing your affiliation. You can do whatever you want at the beginning. We just know that once you decide to switch affiliations, it brings you back to Pro 1. So you have all your time as a rookie to choose which affiliation you actually want to go to, which is good. But
Now,
then you have to be loyal after it.
This was back when affiliations were out. This was before I ever played 2K. So were they my player specific, or was it your account?
I want to say it was account specific. Chat,
So,
you can confirm if I'm wrong. It's been a while.
So every my player will have the same affiliation that you create.
Correct. I'm pretty sure it's account based. Yes.
Yeah. So you can't just have 4 different ones and hop in whichever one you want. You really got to choose, like, what are you going to be?
For sure. Yeah. You gotta be loyal, man. You gotta find it. You gotta find where your friends are, where you can compete. Who's got the best mayor? That might be a huge part too. If you're a fan of a YouTuber or a community leader, you could go join the Vipers because Agent is the leader, or avoid it if you don't want to be underneath that mayor if he's a dictator. So I think this is gonna be fun for sure.
Where's Annie up and Wreck? Didn't see them. I don't know if we've seen them either. Maybe if you dig through some of the different angles in that video, there might be some spoilers in there to see some of those spaces.
For sure.
But we didn't see them in this rundown. Like any of these, you might just see Annie up in the background, right, or something, or it might not exist. Like, surely it does. Could be called something different though.
Last thing I noticed was time of day is going to switch too. So we've seen nighttime, we've seen daytime. I just saw a TikTok logo back there. So it's going to be interesting to see what all they have integrated there. But Spencer, I think that's about it.
Yeah.
You want to close it down and we can hop on next time as soon as we learn more information, hopefully this week.
Yeah, next time something comes out, guys, we heard this week's going to be full of all kinds of releases. Obviously, today it's the city, right? This is the new park, affiliations. We got mayors. We got all sorts of new space. We got quests, right? We got rent-a-courts. a lot of different stuff, a lot of new places to play, which I think everyone was looking for. Something different. And guys, this is different. This is definitely different. So stay tuned here. We'll either create videos or we'll go live if something drops. And we'll let you guys know what the newest stuff is. And make sure you leave comments below if you're watching this later, what your thoughts are with the new city here in 2K. All right, guys, that'll be it from us. We appreciate everyone that joined today in chat, except for Bobby Buckets.
CP for mayor. That's the last thing. Swaggy, we're out. Vote CP.
All right, guys. From all of us here at Page Game. We'll see you next